Next on the news at 10, the latest information on a possible shooting in South Tuscaloosa. Plus, we will take you to tonight's legislative forum where the biggest topic turned out to be gun control. Richard?
Yes, Mickey, coming up on home team weather, mighty cold again tonight. Temperatures back below freezing north of I-20, south of I-20, a little bit warmer tonight. But how cold will it get? Your forecast is coming up.
And we will tell you how some Alabama lawmakers want to honor the 4 little girls killed in the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing in Birmingham. The news at 10 starts right now.
You're watching Alabama's WVUA News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Tamika Alexander. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with a developing story in Tuscaloosa. A possible shooting is currently under investigation. WVUA's Travis Leader joins us now live in the studio and has the very latest. Travis?
Thanks, Tamika. We were the only news crew on the scene tonight in South Tuscaloosa. I just came back from the scene on Dogwood Lane, just south of Leyland Boulevard. At this point, we have not been able to confirm any details other than Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide is investigating. Here's the exclusive video where we first heard reports of a person shot in the leg. Tuscaloosa police blocked off the road from both sides as homicide investigators took pictures of evidence and talked to nearby residents. Dogwood Lane runs parallel a couple blocks south of Leyland Boulevard. According to Tuscaloosa Police Sergeant Brent Blankley, Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide is now in control of the investigation. We'll have more information as it develops on tomorrow's news. We attempted to talk to investigators, but we were unable to get any more information. Tamika?
Thanks, Travis. 3 people, including 1 student, have been shot at a community college in Texas. Karen Kafa has more.
What apparently started as an argument at Lone Star Community College in Texas ended in gunfire.
He said, I don't want to fight you. I'm not trying to go to jail. And he actually turned away from the situation. But whatever ticked him off, whatever they said, turned around, got it out of his backpack, and just started shooting.
It happened at the school's North Harris campus in Houston.
The incident was not an active shooter incident, but was an altercation between 2 individuals.
Police say the 2 people involved were both injured and are being questioned. One was apparently a student. A maintenance worker was caught in the crossfire and shot in the leg. He is in stable condition. Another female student on the scene also needed medical attention. There were more than 10,000 students on campus at the time. The school went on lockdown with many witnesses running for cover.
We heard the 7 gunshots, and of course we went on the ground, and then we saw the other 2 guys laying outside our building.
What is going through your head when you hear that first shot?
Oh my goodness. Get on the floor. I immediately got on the floor.
The campus has been cleared and will be reopening Wednesday.
It has been safe for 40 years. We think it's still safe.
I'm Karen Kafa reporting.
Recent events like the Sandy Hook shooting have a lot of people asking the question why. Now in a new book, one University of Alabama professor is helping find the answer. WVUA's Tara Rowe turns the pages for a better understanding of suicide attackers.
After more than 3 years in the making, Adam Langford's book, The Myth of Martyrdom, hit shelves. At a book signing Tuesday, Langford said the key issue in his book is understanding whether attackers are committing sacrifice or suicide. And having this knowledge can help the bigger problem.
The truth matters on this kind of issue. So there's a lot of things where you read a book and you just have a better understanding, but it doesn't change the world, and potentially changing how people think and talk about suicide attacks can change the world.
I think to really understand why they do it is going to be the important factor in really getting to the bottom of something like this.
The book looks at behavioral aspects of suicidal terrorists and rampage shooters. Langford says it's important to learn the real motives behind suicidal attacks.
Are they trying to save other people, or are they trying to escape psychological pain?
Langford says the way the public looks at these types of attacks could also help make a change.
The attackers care what we think about them. So if we expose these attacks as cowardly and essentially attempts to escape pain, people who are thinking about carrying them out may not want that kind of publicity and may find other ways to deal with their psychological problems.
The book also looks into acts of sacrifice as heroism. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Tara Rowe, WVUA News.
You can purchase the book online at Amazon.com or at the University of Alabama Soup Store. On your home team Crime Watch, Tuscaloosa Police criminal investigators need your help identifying the suspect in this picture. On November 18, 2012, the suspect used a credit card that was reported stolen 2 days earlier. The picture of the suspect was taken at the Walmart in Tuscaloosa, and the card was used multiple times across the city. If you know the identity of the suspect, please call the Tuscaloosa County Crime Stoppers at the number there on your screen, 205-752-STOP. If your information leads to an arrest, you will receive a cash reward. Turning now to the weather, let's get a first check on Alabama's home team forecast. Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott is in the Weather Center with the very latest. Hey, Richard, nice weather out there today.
Yeah, pretty nice out there today, Tamika, but tonight getting cold again, 33 in Tuscaloosa, 32 in Jasper. Some of the cooler spots happening north of I-20, but notice the southwest of York and Linden reporting low 40s at the Sour. Now, skies are clear for the most part across parts of central Alabama. Notice some cloud cover out there tonight. I think skies going to become partly cloudy tonight and during the day tomorrow. So we'll call for a partly cloudy sky. Temperatures up around 50 as early as lunch, 55 by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But when will the rain return? Your forecast is coming up.
Thanks, Richard. Gun advocates took their turn asking questions and offering comments to some local Republican state lawmakers tonight at Northport City Hall. WVUA's very own Philip Coleman moderated the event, sponsored by Bama Carry. Many local residents took to the mic to address the lawmakers. Although the legislative forum was scheduled as an open discussion, most of the debate and questioning was centered around gun control. Questions ranged from national, state, and even local issues. Many in the crowd asked for these lawmakers to do something on the state level to loosen what they feel are strict regulations on gun possession in Northport.
We're under duress here right now. We feel like that right now we are being restricted from a lawful carry. And, you know, it's been, all this stuff's been through the courts before. And, you know, we just feel like this is an unlawful deal.
The event started only 30 minutes after tonight's Northport City Council meeting in the same building. Former says they scheduled the time months in advance and had no intention of having both meetings happen at the same time. Northport held their council meeting today because of the Martin Luther King Day holiday, which was yesterday. Heavy traffic is coming off 15th and McFarland Boulevard, especially during rush hours. Today, the Tuscaloosa Public Project Committee proposed a plan to help with the problem. The Alabama Department of Transportation joined the city in a project that would widen the road. Additional turn lanes will be added on both sides of McFarland, resulting in a triple left turn and an additional right turn lane. City engineer David Griffin says 15th and McFarland are roads everyone uses, and the project is well needed.
I travel the intersection at least twice a day, so I do see it in the morning rush hour and the afternoon rush hour as well. So I can confirm myself that citizens that have said that the service provided is not up to par, we agreed with them, and we went to the Alabama Department of Transportation and asked them to agree with us that meaningful improvements were needed at this time.
Surveying will begin as early as next week, and the start of the construction will take place around October. WVUA is covering Alberta City, where demolition is underway on the Leyland Shopping Center. Tuscaloosa City Councilman Kip Tyner says the center has been in disrepair for years, and after the April 27th tornado, he knew it needed to come down. Tyner says there is so much potential for the area of land that would benefit Alberta. The shopping center has been home to many businesses, including Wright's Restaurant. According to owner Barbara Dearman, Wright's Restaurant has been around since the late 1950s and will be closing its doors in the Leyland Shopping Center on Saturday. The Dearman says they're rebuilding just down the road next to Hopewell Baptist Church.
We're gonna got our plans in works to build, and we hope to pretty soon, a few days, to start digging.
I know there are at least 2 retail developers out of Birmingham that were interested in that spot. I would love to see a hotel there. That's still very much a possibility.
Tyner says Family Dollar is also looking for a new location in Alberta City. As far as Wright's Restaurant, owner Barbara Dearman says they plan to be back up and running in 3 months. Well, it's been nearly 50 years since 4 little girls were killed in a church bomb in Birmingham. Now, Alabama leaders are wanting their lives remembered with the highest civilian honor Congress can bestow. On September 15, 1963, 14-year-old Addie Mae Collins, Carol Robertson, Cynthia Wesley, and 11-year-old Denise McNair were killed when white supremacists planted a bomb in the 16th Street Baptist Church. Outrage over the bombing drew national attention to the fight for civil rights for African Americans. Alabama lawmakers joined together in Washington, D.C. today to honor the lives of the victims. Birmingham Mayor William Bell Sr. says it's important for the dreams of those little girls to live on.
When I think about the 4 little girls who were killed in the bomb at 16th Street Baptist Church, and then I see my congresswoman, who is also a beneficiary of the movement, I only can think of what would the future have held for those 4 little girls. And that's why it's a burden on my, not a burden, but it's a responsibility on my shoulder as well as on the congresswoman's shoulder to make sure that we live out their dreams and we live out their hopes and we pass that dream on to the next generation 50 years forward.
Representative Terry Sewell is heading up the plans. Senator Richard Shelby, Representative Spencer Bacchus, and Bell are all working with Sewell on the project.